Money is really important, but it has a dark side. On one hand, having money is cool and serves to buy cool things. But on the other hand, who creates money? And how? Can you create as much as you want? Is there a lot or a little money? Let's see. This is Marcia. Marcia is going to help us understand better what money is. Marcia has a farm where she spends her time working. Her time has value. As a result of the value of her time working on the farm, she gets eggs, which also have value. Marcia exchanges the value of her time for the value of the eggs she obtains. Marcia inherited the farm from her family, who were farmers generation after generation. Several generations ago, the original farmers used the eggs obtained from working on the farm to exchange them for other food and clothing. They got clothes and food in exchange for their eggs. That is, they used their eggs as money. The originals exchanged the value of their time for the value of food and clothing. Marcia, unlike the originals, does not use eggs as money. Instead, she sells her eggs at the market in exchange for money. That is, she exchanges the value of the eggs for the value of money, and then she buys food and clothing with the money obtained from selling the eggs. But at heart, Marcia, just like the originals, exchanges the value of her time for the value of food and clothing. 999 out of 1,000 specialists indicate that money has three functions. The first function of money is as a means of payment. Marcia, after working hard on her farm and obtaining eggs as a result of the value of her time and effort, decides to transform the value of the eggs into money. She decides to sell the eggs and accepts money as a form of payment. Why would Marcia exchange eggs, the result of her work, and something with value that people want to make omelets, for pieces of paper? She does so because she trusts that she will be able to use money to buy food and clothing. That is, because she has confidence that money will be accepted as a form of payment when buying food and clothing. Money as a means of payment is the most important of the three functions of money. The second function of money is as a store of value. The originals, if they tried to store eggs to exchange them for other food and clothing in the future, had a problem. The eggs went bad. That is why eggs did not work well as money. They could not store value for a long time. Marcia, on the other hand, by selling eggs at the market, can store the value of her time and work, save, to buy food and clothing in the future. Money as a store of value is the most interesting of the three functions of money, because there are many assets that are stores of value that are also very liquid, like some bonds and stocks, making them near money. That is, they are not money, but almost. The third function of money is as a unit of account. The originals had to keep many prices in mind. 1 dozen eggs equals X kilos of corn. 1 dozen eggs equals X liters of milk. Marcia, on the other hand, has a price list, in euros,